Let's get your Alaska LLC set up correctly and make sure you aren't overspending on any unnecessary startup fees or ongoing expenses. Here are the 9 steps to create your LLC. Also, sign up below for a free LLC formation checklist. Step 1, name your LLC. The most important thing when choosing a name for your business is that it's unique. To make sure the name isn't already being used by another business in Alaska, go to this page on the Alaska Division of Corporations website and type in the name you'd like to use. As you can see, you probably won't be able to name your new coffee shop Starbucks. You must include limited liability company or an abbreviation like LLC at the end of the name. One thing that stood out with their naming rules, the name of a city, borough, or village may be used in a limited liability company name. However, the name may not contain the word city, borough, or village, or otherwise imply that the company is a municipality. You'll find links to the name search tool, the state's naming requirements, and resources for everything we talk about in this video in the description below. Speaking of names, when you've decided a name for your business, I'd immediately go and reserve a domain for your business. I recommend getting a .com domain if it's available. Most domain registrars will charge from $10 to over $20 per year for a .com domain. We recommend getting your domain from spaceship.com because they have some of the best prices for domains for the first year as well as for the annual renewals. Step 2, select a registered agent. A registered agent is a person or business that will receive important legal documents and notices from the state on your behalf and forward them to you. This address will be listed publicly, so I wouldn't recommend being your own registered agent and using your home address as your registered agent's address. Your registered agent must keep normal business hours Monday to Friday, and you can't use a P.O. box. If you want to keep your address private and you don't want to have someone at a particular address Monday to Friday during business hours, we recommend hiring a registered agent. On this channel, we reviewed multiple registered agents, and our 2 favorites are Doola and Northwest Registered Agent. More about them later in the video. Step 3, submit the Articles of Organization to the Alaska Division of Corporations and pay the $250 filing fee. You can file online, by mail, or in person. Online filings are processed immediately, and paper filings will take over 2 weeks to process. The Articles of Organization will include the business name, a fewer description of the business purpose, the NAICS code, so the industry of your business. If you don't know what that is, I'll put a link to the census.gov webpage where you can search for the code that most relates to the industry you're in. The name and address of your registered agent. Will the LLC be member managed or manager managed? Add any optional provisions, the organizer's name, signature, and date. Then fill in the contact info sheet, which includes entity name, email, phone, and address of someone who can be contacted if the state has any questions related to the Articles of Organization. Then the name, company, and mailing address to return the filing documents to. If you're paying with a credit card, there's an additional form as well. Step 4, get a business license. All businesses in Alaska are required to have a business license. For a non-professional license, most businesses, you can get it after filing the Articles of Organization, paying a $50 fee. You'll need to renew this license every year before December 31st. More info on business license below. Step 5, file an initial report with the state listing the names and addresses of your LLC members and officers. There's no cost for this filing, and I'll put a link below to where you can file this document online, or you can print and mail or deliver it in person. Step 6, obtain an employer identification number, EIN. This may also be referred to as a federal tax ID. You can think of it as a social security number for your business. If you're the only owner of the LLC and you won't have any employees, you could use your social security number instead of an EIN, but in most cases it's better to have one. You may need one for banking, taxes, and for hiring employees. The application process is pretty straightforward and only takes a couple of minutes on the IRS's website. We have a video that'll walk you through the entire process. You'll find that below. Step 7, create an operating agreement. This document will state how your LLC will be managed. Alaska law doesn't require you to have one, but I recommend creating one even if you're the only member of your LLC. Banks may also ask for a copy of your operating agreement when you go to open a business bank account. If you have a complicated situation with many business partners or investors, you may want to work with a lawyer to draft the operating agreement. But in most cases, especially if it's just you, you can use one of Northwest Registered Agent's free operating agreement templates that you'll find on this page. Step 8, open a business bank account. This will make it much easier to keep separate your business and personal assets and expenses. It'll also help you maintain the liability protection your LLC provides. You'll find 2 videos below, one on how to open a business bank account and then another on the best business bank accounts. To keep your business open and in good standing, step 9, file a biennial report every 2 years and pay a $100 fee. The first biennial report will be due on January 2nd, 2 years after you filed your initial report. If you filed the initial report in 2026, your first biennial report will be due in 2028. If you're watching this video, I'm guessing this is the first time you're creating a business, and all of these steps could sound overwhelming. The Alaska Division of Corporations website might not be the most user-friendly, and you could have questions along the way. Instead of going on your own as I just described, or paying a lawyer potentially thousands of dollars, I recommend working with a formation service to help you get your LLC set up correctly. There are 2 formation services that we recommend: Northwest Registered Agent and doola. The process is pretty simple and straightforward with both of them. Before I walk you through how to form your LLC with one of them, here's when I would choose one over the other. We recommend doola if you need a registered agent and a virtual mailbox, something you're going to want if you work from home and you don't have an office. You can get both of these plus an EIN and operating agreement paying doola $297 per year plus the state fee for forming your LLC. Doola doesn't charge anything for the EIN, operating agreement, or for forming your LLC. If you only want to form the LLC and you don't need a virtual mailbox, I would go with Northwest because you only pay $39 plus the state fee for the first year, and you get an operating agreement and their registered agent service for free for the first year, and then pay $125 per year for year 2 and beyond if you want them to continue to be a registered agent. If you want help with bookkeeping and taxes, you may want to check out one of these 2 doola plans. If you have any questions on which service to choose, let me know in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. Let's now run through how to create your LLC with Northwest. Pretty similar with doola, it's just that each formation service is going to ask the questions in a little bit different order. You'll find links to both in the description below. Here's what it's going to look like with Northwest. Click Get Started. LLC's already been selected. Scroll down to select Alaska. You'll see the standard processing is 1 day, paying the state fee of $250 plus Northwest $39 fee. Click Continue. Enter the business name you'd like to use. If you have a lawyer and you want them to receive a copy of any legal notices, select yes and enter their email. If not, just leave it as no. Write a couple of words about your business purpose. Enter the NAICS code for your business. If you don't know it, you can click on this link from census.gov and enter a word related to your industry. Scroll down to find the most closely related industry. Copy the code, go back to Northwest, and then paste in the code. Then choose the physical address and mailing address you want to record with the state. I'll leave our registered agent's address selected for both. How will your LLC be managed? Will it be member managed or manager managed? Will the owners manage the business, or you elect a manager to run the day-to-day operations of the business for you? If at any point you have questions, click on the question icon to learn more. And if you continue to have questions, you can contact Northwest by phone. You'll see their number listed right here, or you can fill out this form on their contact page. I'll add my information as member 1 and leave selected our registered agent's address as the address to record with the state. If you have additional members, click Add Member and add their information. On this next screen, add your contact details, first and last name, phone number, and address. Create your Northwest account by entering your email and creating a password. Here you can get their business identity bundle. You get a domain, website, email, and phone free for 90 days, and then $21.60 a month after that, or you can add any of these individually below. I won't add any of these though, because there are other services I would rather use for my domain, website, and business email. This is a good point to mention that we have a free training that'll walk you through everything you need when starting a new business. Logo, business name, domain, website, business email, business bank account, and more. To get access to this training, sign up using the link in the description. Here's some additional optional items you may want to consider. I like that Northwest doesn't try to bundle these into different packages, forcing you to pay for a more expensive package when maybe you want to just add one additional thing. If you don't want to deal with getting an EIN on your own, Northwest will get one for you for $50. Again, you can just get this directly from the IRS. Our video in the description walks you through the entire process. You can elect to have your LLC taxed as an S Corp. This could help you save money on taxes, but normally it's not worth it until you're earning somewhere in the range of $50,000 to $100,000 of profit per year with your LLC. There's a video about S Corps below as well. If you need a virtual mailbox, you can see that Northwest doesn't offer this service in Alaska. If you form your LLC with doola, you'll automatically get one included with any plan. Or you could go with the business like Anytime Mailbox. If you've selected everything you'd like to add, click Continue. Fill in your payment information and click Done. Tomorrow, you should have your Alaska LLC. If you're having Northwest get your EIN, they'll ask you to fill in some additional information after the payment screen. If you found this video helpful and you'd like to support our channel, don't forget to use our affiliate links in the description when forming an LLC. We could earn a commission at no cost to you. Now it's important you don't make any common LLC mistakes with your newly created business. To avoid them, watch this video right here, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye-bye.